Hello everybody, I'm back with another video, and tonight I just wanted to show you guys another one of my Knex Carnival rides. In my last video I told you guys I was working on some more models, and this happens to be one of them. I just finished it the other night, so I figured I'd go ahead and do a video on it and show you guys how it sets up and everything. This ride's called the Sea Ray, and it's a swinging ship type ride, of course. And this actually happens to be my third swinging ship model. I have a Sea Dragon, a Pharaoh's Fury, and now I have this Sea Ray. I know you guys are probably wondering why I have three swinging ship models, and the reason why is because the swinging ship type rides happen to be my all-time favorite type rides when it comes to carnival rides. But anyway, enough about that. I want to get into the model here and show you guys how it sets up, so I'll go ahead and get started with that. The first thing I'm going to do is move the camera over here, and if you notice right here on the front of the trailer, there are a set of steps. So I'm going to take the steps off. They're just connected to a couple of blue connectors by some little green nub rods. I'm going to take the steps and put them here in front of the ride for right now. And now I'm going to move the camera to this side of the trailer, or the back of the trailer. And I'm going to remove this part, and this part is the railing for the steps. Also going to put this in the front for now. Okay. Now I want you guys to keep in mind that I build on a certain scale, so this thing's not going to set up like a real one would, but it sets up a little bit different than my Sea Dragon and my Pharaoh's Fury. I tried to do it as accurate as I could on this scale, so I did the best I could. But anyway, the next thing to do, if you notice right here, 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 and here, there are some tower extensions, and I've got to take those off, and that's fairly simple to do. All I have to do is just disconnect these from, there's a couple of black ladder connectors under there, and they just clip onto the top. I'm going to take these off and put them on back here in the back of the trailer for now. Just going to slide the connectors together and snap it off. Sometimes that happens and I have to put them back on. Spread them back apart. Okay, now I'm going to take these off the front. I'm going to put them all there in the back for now. As you can see, there's my 4 tower extensions. Okay, the next thing to do is, if you notice right here, I've got to take this off because this is what's going to be the sign that goes between the towers, and I'll show you that momentarily. I'm just going to disconnect these short green rods from these little gray connectors here. I'm going to put my sign down here in the front for now. Okay, slide the camera back here and try to get a good angle, or a better angle of what I'm doing here. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is take down, if you notice right here, if you can see that, there's a black ladder connector. I'm just going to disconnect it, and that tower arm is going to go to the floor. Same thing on the back side. Disconnect, and it goes to the floor. Now for the top of the tower, well, first I have to take the decorative piece off for the ship itself. I'm going to take it off and put it back here to the back. Okay, to lift this part of the towers up, I've got some purple connectors that are connected to some other purple connectors, and they just unclip, and once I do that, the tower, or that half of the tower, is ready to come up. So while that part's coming up, I'm going to go ahead and bring this arm up on the back side and make sure I'm getting this on camera. Okay, there's a couple of purple connectors here at the top. I'm going to connect 2 of these gray rods on this arm. Right here. I'm going to slide a tan locking clip over like that, and now I'm going to bring up the arm here in the front and do the same thing. I know you can't see what I'm doing because of this part here, which serves as a sign, but I'm gonna connect these purple connectors to the gray rods at the top, just one on each side. Okay. All right, those are in place. I'll bring the camera up there and show you what I did. Okay. Gonna straighten up. Oh, I see what I did. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. This is the first time I've set this right up on camera. The reason it looks tilted is because I forgot to lower these arms here. I've got to disconnect from here and both sides, disconnect from both sides and bring them down. Like that. Sorry about that, guys. I totally forgot about that. This actual ride, it sets up and folds down a lot different than my Sea Dragon and Pharaoh's Fury. But anyway, all right, the next thing to do is unlock the boat. Now the boat unlocks the same way as my Sea Dragon and Pharaoh's Fury. I'm going to take this right here, which serves as a decorative piece, and just fold it over to the front. There's a green rod right here. I'm just going to disconnect from a 3-position connector, and I'm going to swing this swing arm over. And I know you can't see what I'm doing in here, but I'm just connecting them to a couple of gray connectors. Once I get them in place, I'll show you a little bit closer view with the camera. Swinging this side over. Well, first I've got to unlock it. Okay. Now, bring this part over. Clip it into place. Just like that. And once that's done, I'm going to slide these green rods out, because if I don't do that, the boat will not swing. Okay, as for this part here in the front, it's going to go over and just clip in right there to the support arm. Or not the support arm, but the swing arm. Okay, like I was saying, the boat will not swing unless I take these out, so I'm gonna move the boat over this way, put this rod back in place so it won't get, so that won't get lost. Same thing on this side. put it there, and I'm going to slide these over as far as they'll go. On each side, and now I'm going to put the decorative piece here in the middle. It's like a crow's nest, similar to the one on the Sea Dragon, but a little bit bigger. Okay, got my crow's nest on. All right, the next thing to do is to put on the tower extensions. It's real simple to do. Just clip a couple of orange connectors there. Same thing over here. And it's the same thing on the back side, so I'm not going to bother turning the camera around there. Okay, this is what we have so far for the Sea Ray. The next thing, or the last thing to do, is to set up my steps. Well, no, I've got a couple more things to do. Sorry about that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my steps on down here. And the way I'm going to put the steps on is first time setting this right up on camera, guys. Just bear with me. Okay, gonna clip this ladder connector right there and clip this one on this side like that. And then, if you notice right here, there's a couple of black ladder connectors. If you can see those, I'm just going to move this up and clip that gray rod to the front, just like that. So now we have the steps put on. And the last thing to do is put on the sign. If you notice right here, there's already a little gray connector. I've got to take this one off and move it around here so it will be even with the other one. I'm going to clip these two short green rods on there, and on a real Sea Ray, that's where the sign would be. It would say Sea Ray across there. And now we have a fully set up Knex Sea Ray model. Okay, I'm going to get in there and give you some closer shots of how I connected the swing arms to the boat. Make sure everything's good and tight before I try to swing it. Okay. Those rods just connect to those gray connectors for the support arms on both sides there. As you can see, there's the crow's nest, the steps, support arms, the sign and another sign at the top. Now it does not take this long to set up my Sea Dragon or my Pharaoh's Fury. The reason it takes this one a little bit longer to set up is because I tried to get it to be a little bit more accurate. And I may try to do the same thing with my Sea Dragon and Pharaoh's Fury later. I'm not sure yet, but since it takes a little bit longer, I'll probably change it to the other way. I haven't decided yet, but anyway. Now this ride does not have a motor, no gears, no crank, nothing like that. It just simply free swings. So I'm just going to get up there and pull it back and let it swing a little bit and show you how it looks when it's swinging. I know it looks a little loose when it's swinging like that, especially up here at the top. And the reason why is because the boat for the Sea Ray, there was so much detail on that boat that it added a little bit too much weight to the bottom. So I may have to figure out some way to put more support at the top of the ride, or either just not let it swing like that, because on my Sea Dragon Pharaoh's Fury, I never do that. I just move it with my hand, you know, something like this. Now even though can't talk. Even though the swinging ship type rides are my favorite, the Sea Ray, which is made by the real one's made by Mulligan, it's probably my least favorite version of a swinging ship ride, and the reason why is because every fair that I've been to that has one, it seems like they just struggle to swing maximum height. They don't swing as high, or I don't think they swing as high as a Sea Dragon or a Pharaoh's Fury or a Huss Pirate or anything like that. But it's still an okay ride. It's still a swinging ship ride, and I love them. So anyway, I'm gonna get on this side and bring it up a little, and every fair that I've been to that I've seen a Sea Ray, they only get about, on maximum height, they only get about, well, the ones I've seen, they only get about this high, and then they go back down. I don't know if they're just not strong enough to push themselves or what, but when it comes to a Sea Dragon or a Pharaoh's Fury, the swing arm comes past the support arms like this, as to where the Sea Ray only comes up to about right here. But anyway, I mean, like I said, it's still a swinging ship ride. I still like it. It's just a giant swing. I like to ride it. My son loves to ride it, and my daughter wants to ride it, and once she gets a little bit older, she'll be able to. So give you a couple more angles here. Knex Sea Ray. think that's about the best angle I'm going to get right there. Maybe there. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm sorry I got some glitches in there. Like I said earlier, it's the first time I set this ride up on camera, so I apologize for the glitches. I'll try to improve it. And I plan on changing the colors of it. I've got some more pieces on the way, so I'm going to change the colors of the towers and everything, and when I do, I'll be more familiar with how it sets up and racks back down. I just got a little confused because I'm so used to setting up my Sea Dragon and Pharaoh's Fury. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay tuned. I've got some more rides that I'm working on, and as soon as they're done, I'll make videos for those. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, drop me a line below and I'll get back to you. Until next time, thanks for watching.